Hello guys, MonkeyBot here, and today we're going to be talking about the top 5 improved locations within the Old World mod. I'll be talking about how much they improved the campaign experience for the legendary lords within those locations, from a gameplay standpoint, from a lore standpoint, from an aesthetic standpoint, and all of the above. So let's get straight into it. At number 5, we have the Brass Keep. Now, hear me out, because I've not heard anyone mention this one before, and you're probably thinking, Monkey, what are you talking about? It's just a wiggly line. But hear me out. This simple change right here, not only the layout of this province here, but the fact that you are your starting enemy for Festus is Skaven. This makes Festus's campaign hugely better. And now hear me out. So in Immortal Empires, you start at war with Hochland. And that's it. And you either choose to have no vassal at all, or vassal scummy little empire faction, an order tide faction, as your one and only vassal. Now with this, you get given so much more choice. You take the Brass Keep as normal, you go down here, take this, and you take the last 2 settlements from the Skaven, and you vassalize the Skaven, and now you actually have a kind of chaos-aligned faction as your first vassal, making it so much more thematic, making it so much better gameplay, I think, for Festus. Because I am a big Nurgle fan, and I'm really upset with how Nurgle was implemented in this in Total War Warhammer 3. But we're moving on from that, and I know that the Warriors of Chaos version of Nurgle is so much better, but still, he's the only Warriors of Chaos faction that doesn't start with a decent vassal. So now, in the Old World mod, he does, with the Skaven. And having said that, you can also go down south, you can also go north, and you have so much more freedom with this campaign now. So that's it for the Brass Keep. Now moving on to the next one. Coming in at number 4, we have Zubar. Now, Zubar has been reworked really nicely in the Old World mod. So, in Immortal Empires, if you remember, it was 3 settlements. I think it was 2 or 3 settlements. It kind of went 1, 2, 3. And then you had 3 entrances. You had 1 from the mountains. Then you had 2 leading into the Empire. And it was kind of like a nothing province. It was just some sort of annoyance for Vlad von Carstein to deal with. Apart from that, it was nothing. It was kind of like, meh, whatever. Now, it's kind of had a little bit of a rework. So now it's 2 provinces with 6 settlements, and you've got 3 entrances. You've got 1, 2, and 3. And all of these settlements cover a nice area of influence, so you cannot get any ordinary armies through this way. So they kind of act like gates in a way. And if you saw my Thorgrim live stream, my campaign that I did a couple of weeks ago now, I think most of you have seen it. I think it's now my most popular video. I got to confederate with Zubar, and I turned this into a really nice, defendable, economic little powerhouse. You've got 2 nice resources here with iron and marble. And I think the mod has done a really great job with this. There's a few little locations like this. For example, you've got this province here, which is a really nice defendable area here. So you've got some gold, and then this province that kind of cuts off as well, making this a really nice defendable location. You've got kind of this defendable location here. And I think the mountains as a whole have been really good at just making it really difficult for non-mountain factions, so like the Greenskins, the Skaven, the Dwarfs, or anywhere with an underway stance. They really struggled to get through the mountains now. But I wanted to pinpoint Zubar because it's just a really sort of pretty location now, really defendable, and a really good location to get in any of your campaigns, really, if you want to start getting some really good economy, safe economy going. Now, moving on to the next point. Coming in at number 3, we have Helpit. Now, Helpit has changed from a singular, really powerful settlement in Immortal Empires that got overrun by the Kislev factions very quickly, to now 3 provinces, totaling up to 9 different settlements. So each settlement represents the 9 circles of Helpit. So you start in the center with Throt the Unclean with the 9th circle, and then you work your way through fighting all of the demons to then become to the first circle at the top here, where you get your main capital building here. All of these settlements are smaller versions of original settlements. So you can see the capital of the first 2 provinces here are actually only 4 buildings. Well, you can build up to 4 buildings. And then you've got your main capital right up here. So this makes Helpit a vastly different experience to try and conquer now. Obviously, for example, playing as someone who can play the underway stance, I can easily just jump over the map here and skip all of these circles. So, for example, as Helpit or as Throt, I can take maybe the first province here, skip over here, and start attacking Kislev down here. Or I could just fight my way up as normal until I get to the first circle here. But for Kislev, or any other Order-Tide faction trying to take out Helpit, you have now got to walk all the way around here, all the way down to try and take out Helpit here. This makes Throt so much more defendable. And he actually can become quite a nuisance now for Kislev. Once he gets to the top in the first circle, he can start expanding very quickly. And obviously, the more settlements, the better. He's got so much economy now within these 3 provinces that he just can hold so many armies. And to deal with Throt now is just an utter pain. So yeah, that's Helpit. Now, moving on to the next one. Now, number 2, we have Albion. So Albion has had a massive improvement compared to the Immortal Empires. In Immortal Empires, it was a very pathetic 3 settlement province, and that was it. It was just something for Be'lakor to stage his attacks on and then conquer the rest of the Old World or Ulthuan or wherever it is he wanted to go. Now it is turned into an 8 province region, 1 province for each of the starting factions here, as well as a forest in the middle here. For, I'm guessing, if you come here with the Wood Elves, I am sure that you could probably teleport here and try to take it yourself. So if I was playing Orion, for example, teleport here, take this magical forest, and then I could also start fighting for Albion. So up here, you've got Marcus Wolfheart. Okay. You have Nakai the Wanderer. You have Be'lakor, Malice Darkblade, Yuan Bow, Grimgor Ironhide, and finally Manfred von Karstein. So this is a total mess now of a battle royale, and this is how the mini campaigns should have been in Warhammer 1. Something like this, where it's a total clash of so many different races fighting for a very, very small island. And although this seems like a tiny little battle, whoever actually wins this battle has a massive impact on the rest of the Old World map. For example, if Be'lakor starts and conquers the entirety of Albion, that gives a massive threat to Bretonnia, who's probably start building up. He's already getting attacked by the Norscan factions and the other Chaos factions up from the north. And now he's got a border with Albion that he now has to deal with. On the other hand, if Marcus Wolfheart and Yuan Bow, they would likely ally up and take Albion for themselves. Now Chaos is under threat from the Albion border. So actually, although this seems like a very, very small part of the Old World, in the late game this can become very, very impactful for the end game scenario for either the Order-Tide or the Chaos factions, which is why I think this has been implemented into such a clever way. Anyway, this is it on Albion. Now, moving on to the next one. And at number 1, we have Carrick AP Peaks. So, Carrick AP Peaks has finally been given a proper representation within the Old World mod, where the 3 warlords of Carrick AP Peaks are finally brawling it out in control of the 8 mountains here. So you've got Belagar, which starts slightly northwest of Carrick AP Peaks. You've got Skarsnik, which actually starts within Carrick AP Peaks itself. And then you've got Queek at the bottom here, which starts at the southeast. All of the warlords here have a starting enemy, which leads them directly into Carrick AP Peaks here. So Belagar is going to be fighting these ogres, and then he will finish off fighting the 2 ogre units here. With Queek, you've got Carrick Azul, which you fight. You can grab this province here as well. And then finally, the last capital of Carrick Azul is on the border of AP Peaks here as well. And similar to, where is it? Zubar up here. It's a very defendable region. So you have the entrances here, 1 and 2. And that's it. You've just got the 2 entrances here. I don't believe there's an entrance up here. No, I don't think there is. So yeah, it's just these 2 entrances here. So one will be controlled by Belagar, and the other one will be controlled by Queek. And then all 3 of them are stuck in the middle here, fighting it out. Especially Skarsnik, like he is not getting out until he defeats one of them. And all of these settlements here, so I'm currently playing as Clan Mulder, and as Clan Mulder, because I'm a Skaven faction, I also get access to this. All of these buildings have really good unique buffs. Unique buffs to all of the settlements here, giving whoever actually wins this battle a really, really, really strong foothold into the Badlands down here. So whoever wins this, similar to the Albon fight up here, you've got the southeast fight that's going on around here, and whoever wins is going to just steamroll the rest of the map. So if Queek wins, for example, he's going to start pushing up north. He's got all of this buffs, a really nice defendable location in Carrick AP Peaks. He's going to take over all of the Badlands, push all the way up to Thorgrim, and then start conquering the actual empire proper here. If any of the other wins, if Skarsnik wins, the same thing will apply. And if Belagar wins, it gives a proper good foothold now for the Order Tide to start taking over the Badlands. It will probably give someone like Teclis here a good opportunity to start growing in development with a nice ally to the right-hand side there. And that concludes my video for today. So thank you very much for watching. I'm going to be doing a lot more of these kind of videos now, a lot more of information videos, a lot more speculation videos. I can see that Total War is where my content seems to be landing the best, so I want to lean more into that. Thank you guys so much for the support. I'm so close to the first stage of monetization. I just need another 200 hours of watch time. So thank you so much. You really are being a great support. For more Warhammer content like this, please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye for now.